This is a special presentation of Tiger Sports on Alamo Sports and Talk 1230 and 101.9 FM. Alamo Sports and Talk 1230, 101.9. Welcome back. We're just underway here at Tiger Stadium, and Cade Kiss has looked very sharp through the first couple of hitters here as he faces off here against number 3, Alex Venegas. And low and outside misses. Got a ground out from Eric Gomez to pick up the second out of the inning, and a strikeout to the first hitter of the inning. And a 2-2 count to Venegas. This one going to get to the backstop, 3-2. Cleanup hitter is Sean Estenson again. He stands in the on-deck circle. And we'll get you the rest of the lineup as we go along. Ethan Phillips, the catcher again. And a called strike 3 right at the knees on a fastball with some movement. And the inning is over. So a couple of strikeouts for Kiss. And we go to the bottom of the first inning. No score on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. Game 2 of our doubleheader. And the Tigers up to bat when we return. You're listening to Tiger Baseball on Alamo Sports and Talk.
Join OFCU for America Saves. April 7th through the 11th. Vehicle purchases or non-OFC refinance vehicles as low as 4.99% APR with no payments for 90 days. Personal loans as low as 7.99% APR. While online at OteroFCU.org. Limited time offer. New purchases or non-OFC refinance loans. All loans are subject to credit approval. Not all will qualify for lowest rate. Other restrictions may apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
Our success is our success. We belong to you.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Hi, this is Deborah Romero, President and CEO of First National Bank. Did you know that this week is Community Banking Week? Community banks are so much more than just a bank in a community. We are bankers that believe in you. We offer favorable rates and low fees. We are the volunteers that step up to help at local schools, youth sports, and non-for-profit organizations. Community bankers support the community where we all live, work, and play.
First National Bank. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender. All loans are subject to credit approval.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 101.9. It's the bottom of the first inning. And it'll be Jaden Ruiz leading things off for the Tigers as the pitch misses high. And the pitcher here in game number 2 is Devin Garces for the Knights. Estenson, the man behind home plate again, as this is popped high in the air to center field. And it goes to right center field. Nobody knew where it was. This Ruiz might be able to score an inside the park homer here. He's going to round third, and he is going to try to score. Here comes the throw. It is not in time. Inside the park homer for Jaden Ruiz, and it was just as simple as nobody knew where it was. It got hit in the air. Now, one thing I was going to mention is the wind has shifted. It is coming off the mountains and is blowing out towards, I think it's blowing out towards right field. But we're kind of in that twilight right now, so maybe the ball is a little bit harder to pick up, but the Tigers catch a break there. And it never went off of anybody's glove. It just fell because, nobody that it seemed like that should have been a pretty routine play just from the way that it was hit, but swing and a miss here from Macklin. 0-2 now. but that was wild. So I think you could say defensive miscue, but I don't think you really put that down as an error. And the Tigers get on the board and grab the lead 1-0. Swing and a miss, and Macklin strikes out. So nice bounce back there from Garces after the inside the park home run. And Ponce still the man out in center field for Oregon Mountain. As first pitch is in the dirt here for Cade Kiss, 1-0. And I don't believe it's Rivera that's in right, as he was in the first game, as the second pitch misses to Kiss, 2-0. Trying to spot it over the outside corner, but off the plate, and it's 3-0. In there for a called strike. In, the count goes 3-1. De Leon is playing first base. And that's to the backstop, and Kiss will race his way over to first, but will hold up and not try to go to second. But he does pick up the walk, and the Tigers get another base runner, and Preston Eldred will come to the plate now for the Tigers. Third baseman for the Knights is Rio Rivera. As here comes the pitch from Garces, and Eldred hits this in the air to right center field, and coming on and making the grab is the right fielder, number 10. And that is Escapita, who came in and pitched at the end of the last game. And so to bring up Kellen Wall with a runner on first and 2 outs, and takes a big swing at the first one. Comes up empty. If you are just joining us, game one went to Oregon Mountain 9-1. Pickoff throw to first, and Kiss will slide back in the bag without a tag applied. Pitch will miss a little bit low. 1-1 now to Wall. Rest of the lineup for the Tigers. Aiden McGinnis hitting 6th. Brandon Williams 7th. Eric Vasquez will hit 8th and be the DH. And Aiden Tupper is hitting 9th. This is in the air and to left field. And again, another one falls. Kiss is going to, and I think there's a courtesy runner out there now. I didn't notice that number 9, Aiden Knowles, came in for Kiss, who's the pitcher. But something, I don't know if it's the lighting or if it's just that we're kind of in the twilight, but the outfielders, that's twice in this inning, have had problems finding it. I give Wall the double. I mean, it's one of those that might have been a bloop single at worst, but it seemed like a play that should have been made. And so Aiden McGinnis with an opportunity here with runners on second and third to really get the Tigers some runs here. And Cade Kiss has been pitching really well for Alamogordo. Give him a little bit of support. Breaking ball. First pitch was in there for a strike. The second one stays a little bit high. Just kind of a weird set of circumstances on a couple of hits this inning for the Tigers. One of them ends up as an inside the park home run as McGinnis takes a big swing and fouls it back to the backstop. 1-2. And the other one ends up in a Kellen Wall double. And maybe the wind. I mean, again, it's the flag is straight out and blowing, I don't even want to say out towards right field. It's almost blowing towards the first base line. And this is in the air to the shortstop. Should be a pretty easy one, and it is. And the inning is over. So the Tigers pick up 2 hits in the inning, a walk, and inside the park homer. They leave 2 stranded, and they have a 1-0 lead after 1 inning. You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 101.9.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit, whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief. We can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle.
1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
Transform your home with Ochoa Stucco. Whether it's a fresh look or a durable finish, their expert team delivers quality and style. Say goodbye to bland exteriors and hello to stunning curb appeal. Ochoa Stucco, always a flawless finish. 442-6745.
If only life had a remote control, you could pause or rewind. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. Take the 1-minute risk test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its Prediabetes Awareness Partners.
Join OFCU for America Saves. April 7th through the 11th. Vehicle purchases or non-OFC refinance vehicles as low as 4.99% APR with no payments for 90 days. Personal loans as low as 7.99% APR. Apply online at oterofcu.org. Limited time offer, new purchases or non-OFC refinance loans. All loans are subject to credit approval. Not all will qualify for lowest rate. Other restrictions may apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
Your success is our success. We belong to you.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 101.9. Cade Kiss ahead in the count 0-2, but the 0-2 pitch is up the line for a base hit, and McGinnis not able to field it cleanly, and so Estenson going to try to get to second. The throw is going to be off the mark, so he will get there easily, and it's a leadoff double for the catcher, who has been a hard out to get for the Tigers from game 1 now to game 2. And he'll get his courtesy runner coming in now, Romero. And it'll bring up number 6, Osvaldo Adas. And he'll have a runner in scoring position with nobody out. I'm curious to see if we get any fly balls from the Oregon Mountain side if Alamogordo's defense has some trouble in the outfield. So that pitch is going to miss down and in, and 1-0 to Adas. And then after him, it'll be Rio Rivera, who's over at third base in this game, swing and a miss. Count evens up at 1-1. 1-0 Tigers, top of the second on the Richland Motor scoreboard. Game 2 of our doubleheader. Cade Kiss pitching and gets that in there for a strike. 1-2. As the season has progressed, Kiss has, I think, kind of rounded into maybe the most consistent pitcher on the staff of the Tigers, but I don't know. Erickson has a ground ball right back up the middle, and that is through for a base hit. Let's see if they send the runner home. Kiss will throw. This will be not there in time, and we're tied. And the runner advances to second on the throw. And so it'll be an RBI single. And moving up to second. And Adas, who had a couple of hits in the first game, carries it over to this one and ties it up at 1 apiece. And a runner at second again, and still nobody out. And Rio Rivera to the plate. That's a called strike, and it's 0-1. Pitch from Kiss. And this is in the air to center field. All right, here's the first test. Kiss has got it. Runner's going to tag up. Here's the throw from Cade. Oh, this one looks like it's right on the mark, but it's a one-hopper, so Williams unable to do much with it. That was a nice throw from Cade, but good speed there from Otis. And now number 25, Evan De Leon, will come to the plate. So it's a runner on third with one out, and good aggressiveness there because a deep fly ball. Here's a chopper back to the pitcher. Kiss will toss it around or spin around and throw it on to first and get the out. And so that worked out perfectly for the Tigers. 1-3 on the putout. 2 down. And now it's number 34. And this is Jesus Gadabe. As that first pitch misses. And the count is 1-0. Still a runner on third, but 2 down now. And that's a good breaking pitch from Kiss right in there for a strike. Count evens up at 1-1. Knights tied it up here in the top half of the second. Kiss quickly into his motion. And pop up that will get back in our direction and into the netting. And the count is 1-2. Well, the Tigers kind of put a jolt into their offense with a inside the park home run from Jaden Ruiz, but the Knights pretty calmly in the top half go double single and find themselves back even and got the leading run about 90 feet up. Swing and a miss and a strikeout for Kiss. It's his third of the game, and we are all square at 1. We go to the bottom of the second inning on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. You're listening to Tiger Baseball on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Hi, this is Deborah Romero, President and CEO of First National Bank. We take great pride in our Tiger student athletes. We wish them all the best and cheer them on as they compete this season. We recognize these outstanding athletes for their commitment on the track, court, and field. Their dedication is inspiring, and we celebrate their hard work and sportsmanship. Join us in supporting our Tigers. First National Bank has been your hometown community bank since 1956, proudly cheering on the Alamogordo Tigers every step of the way. Go Tigers!
Member FDIC.
The Winner's Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit, whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief. We can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winner's Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winner Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. Tigers up to hit, and pitch is going to miss just a little bit here to Brandon Williams. And the count is 3-1. The leadoff hitter in this bottom of the second inning. Swing and a miss. Well, actually, he got a little piece of it. 3-2. So it's Williams, then Vasquez, and Tupper. 7, 8, 9 in the order for the Tigers. They'll send this foul and out of play, and we'll do a 3-2 again. And the 3-2 again. And this outside, and a leadoff walk for Williams. The Tigers put a base runner on, And Vasquez will come to the plate for the Tigers. Vasquez did get one at-bat in the first game. Was hit by a pitch. And now we'll get an opportunity here in game number 2. Williams the man at first for the Tigers. And the pitch on this outside from Devin Garces, who gave up, on the score sheet, gave up a home run and a double in the first inning, an inside the park home run. But both of them were fly balls that seemed relatively routine and ended up dropping, and runner's going to go here. The throw is going to be on the mark, but it drops out of the glove. And then for some reason, Williams jumped up and started to run. I think he'd gotten into the bag just fine, and then he hopped up and tried to keep running. One thing I think of is that he had slid past the bag and was gone too far, but that was odd. Now it's one out, and Williams is caught stealing. Swing and a miss for Vasquez, who's now got a 2-1 count with one out and the base is empty. Pitch is low, 3-1. Don't have an Alamogordo softball score for you guys. I don't know if I mentioned the score during the last broadcast, but Mescalero Apache softball lost to Pecos 16-3. They're playing Theroux on Friday. There's a ground ball chopper directly at the first baseman as Aaron De Leon makes the play. And 3 unassisted, and there's 2 down. Brings up Aiden Tupper now. And it looks like Oregon Mountain softball got the win over Alamogordo 7-6 in the first game, if the Max Preps score is correct. Swing and a miss. Yeah, if that is correct, Oregon Mountain got the win. I don't know if there's any other details I can give you in terms of... It looks like the Lady Tigers took the lead in the top half. Here's a ground ball to short. And a little bit of trouble and unable to come up with it and toss it to first in time. And so that'll be an error as the shortstop Alex Venegas has a little bit of trouble with that one. E6, Tupper's on. And Jaden Ruiz, who hit that inside the park homer, will come to the plate. And Lady Tigers and Knights, it was 2-2 after 1, 3-2 after 2. Oregon Mountain took the lead ahead 4-3. Then Alamogordo went ahead 6-4. And here's a pitch that gets away from Estenson, and Tupper will slide into the bag at second on the wild pitch. And it's 1-0 to Ruiz and a runner in scoring position. And Lady Knights scored 3 in the bottom of the 6th and finished up in the top of the 7th. Well, that's a huge win for Oregon Mountain and maybe a bigger loss for the Lady Tigers there. We'll see how they bounce back in game 2. Tigers trying to do the same here. They're tied up at 1. Runner on second. 2-0 pitch is in there for a strike to Ruiz. 2-1. We'll also hopefully have some Alamogordo tennis scores for you guys as well. If Estenson can get to it, he does. It makes a sliding grab near the spot where the Alamogordo on-deck hitter was, and the inning is over. So the Knights keep it a 1-1 ball game. Tigers leave 1 stranded. No hits, 1 error. And the Tigers and the Knights all even on the Rich scoreboard. We go to the top of the 3rd. After this break, you're listening to Tiger Baseball on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
Join the fantastic team at Ochoa Stucco. Full-time positions, on-the-job training, and competitive pay. Start a career in construction. Message Ochoa Stucco on Facebook or call 575-442-6745 to schedule an interview.
I didn't ask to be thrown in the streets, but I did ask for help, and Covenant House was there for me.
For these kids who didn't ask to be put in this unthinkable situation, Covenant House is there. To learn more, go to safeplacetosleep.org today.
Join OFCU for America Saves. April 7th through the 11th. Vehicle purchases or non-OFC refinance vehicles as low as 4.99% APR with no payments for 90 days. Personal loans as low as 7.99% APR. Apply online at oterofcu.org. Limited time offer, new purchases or non-OFC refinance loans. All loans are subject to credit approval. Not all will qualify for lowest rate. Other restrictions may apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
Your success is our success. We belong to you.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019, ready for the top of the third inning as Oregon Mountain will come to the plate, and Sebastian Escapita is just been out of the way of one that came inside on him. And just missing on the second pitch as well is Cade Kiss. And he falls behind on the count 2-0. This is fouled off deep into the night sky up the first base line, 2-1. Ray Ponce in the on-deck circle. And here's a ground ball over towards second. And Copeland, toss on to first. In time. 4-3 on the putout. And Ponce will come to the plate, led things off with a strikeout in the first inning. And he'll step in with one out. As the wind ruffles the jersey and pants of Cade Kiss, he gets into his motion, gets in there for a called strike. And we had almost no wind today, and then all of a sudden, as the sun went down, it's just been blowing in off the mountain for some reason. 0-1 is a ground ball again to second. Nice backhand stab. Toss on to first in time. So two really solid plays from Billy Copeland to begin the inning. And there's two down. Oh, I apologize. That's Kellen Wall. I got to give Kellen the credit there. Sorry. Copeland, I'm not sure where he's at. He's in the outfield, or if he's, because Tupper's at short. Copeland is not in the lineup in this game. I apologize. Here's a ground ball, and again, this will be Wall. Have to make a charge on this. Gets to it, toss on to first, and all Kellen Wall in that inning. 4-3 on all three outs, and the Tigers put him down in order in the top of the third. It is still a 1-1 ball game. We go to the bottom of the third on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. This is Tiger Baseball on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Is your loyalty to a big out-of-town bank or credit union costing you more than it should? When it comes to buying a home for your family, not all mortgage loans are the same. This is Deborah Romero, president of First National Bank. First National Bank is committed to showing you how you can save money by shopping for your next mortgage loan. Compare and save. We offer affordable mortgage options, including conventional, VA, FHA, first-time home buyers, or our home equity line of credit. Come visit with us today.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender, all loans subject to credit approval.
Alamo Sports and Talk. The Tigers and the Golden Knights Golden Knights, the Knights. Sorry. I guess my mind was on hockey for some reason. Anyway, the Oregon Mountain Knights, 1-1, we're all tied up. And this is hit hard, but right at him to the left fielder. Pretty good contacts to lead off the inning for the Tigers and Brian Macklin, but sent it directly over to left field and Eric Gomez. And Cade Kiss will come to the plate now. Walked in his first at-bat. And Devin Goddesses continues to Oregon Mountain. Here's a ground ball directly to the first baseman, De Leon. He'll stab it, jog over to first, 3 unassisted, and a very quick second out. And it'll bring up Preston Eldred, who popped out to right field in his first try. Pitch from Goddesses. And a high pop-up, that'll go foul. And I believe we're 1-1. Yeah. So 1-1 the count with 2 outs and the bases empty. And that pitch will, I think, just miss a little bit high. And the count is 2-1. Watches the fastball in and misses low. 3-1. And fouled off and back to the screen, and it's 3-2. Kellen Wall in the on-deck circle. If Eldred is able to reach base. He doubled in his first at-bat. And the 2-2. And Wall keep it alive as he the count stays 2-2 on the Tigers cleanup hitter. The pitch. And that'll be, now the scoreboard showed 2-2. I guess we were 3-2. I had 3-2 down on my score sheet. I just assumed I was wrong. Because I definitely sometimes see a strike and then still mark down a ball or vice versa on my score sheet. So Eldred draws the walk, and it'll bring up Kellen Wall, runner on first with 2 down in the bottom of the 3rd inning. 1-1 ball game. And outside, oh no, gets the called strike on the outside corner. Estenson did a nice job of bringing that back in, but I do think that the nice backdoor breaking ball. And Wall will send this up the first base line. That will get all the way out to the wall. Let's see if Eldred can make his way around. He is going to try and score. Here comes the throw. It is not going to be in time. And Wall has got a stand-up triple for the Tigers. And Alamogordo retakes the lead 2-1. Just a good piece of hitting as he pulled that right up the first base line, did the lefty. And credit to Preston Eldred for being on his horse and racing his way around the base paths. And the Tigers score with a runner from first base. And now a runner on third with Aiden McGinnis and a chance to maybe double the Tigers' lead. McGinnis will swing and miss the first pitch from Goddesses, and it's 0-1. Now, the Tigers' bats have certainly looked much better in Game 2. Pickoff throw to third, and Wall is able to get back in time. You don't see that a ton, but it's the rare time that a righty has got the easy pickoff throw. And here's a ground ball to third. Oh, it comes up and it hits the man in the face, and he's not going to be able to recover. I don't know if that necessarily took a bad hop, but it certainly came up on Rivera. And I think the home plate umpire wants to have him go checked out because it did come up and hit him in the face. Yeah, I don't know if we'll call it. I mean, it was definitely a playable ball. I think I got to go. I'll give Aiden a single. I'll give him the hometown call there. It's not like on the official score. And David Maldonado, who's been up here doing the PA, is going down there, and I think he's maybe going to want to check in as well, maybe after the inning, and see how Rio's doing. And so it's a runner on first, and the Tigers lead 3-1 now. And this is hit in the air to left center field, but getting underneath it and making the grab is Ponce. And the inning is over. But the Tigers plate 2, RBI triple from Kellen Wall, RBI single from McGinnis. And the Tigers lead 3-1 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. We go to the top of the 4th. You're listening to Tiger Baseball on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit, whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief. We can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
Looking to transform your home's exterior? Meet Rudy Ochoa. With years of experience in stucco, Rudy and his crew deliver quality craftsmanship and stunning flawless finishes. 575-442-6745.
We are the Veterans Health Administration, and our hands provide life-changing care to over 9 million veterans across more than 1,200 facilities nationwide. Join hands with us to make an impact in your community. Learn more at vacareers.va.gov.
Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. And Cade Kiss back on the bump for Alamogordo and gets the first pitch in there for a called strike. As he's got a 2-run lead to play with here. Top of the 4th inning, 3-1 Alamogordo in front. As here comes the pitch from Kiss. Ground ball, this will be to Wall at second. Fields it cleanly, toss on to first in time. And the last 4 plays have all gone to the second baseman, 4-3 on the last 4 outs going to the 3rd inning. That was Venegas, Alex Venegas on the ground out. And Sean Estenson will come to the plate now. And the fastball looks like it misses outside. 1-0. Two and 0 the count. 1 out. Base is empty. Top of 4. As Kiss into his motion, here's the pitch. And this is low. 3-1, or 3-0, I'm sorry. Fastball gets in as Estenson's taken the whole way. He doubled his first time to the plate. Kiss ready to go on the pitch. And that's going to miss down and in. And Estenson draws the walk. Means his courtesy runner, who has been very busy in this game. Romero, who's, gosh, I think he's run for him 5 or 6 times between the 2 games. And so coming to the plate now is Osvaldo Adas, who drove in the only run of the day. An RBI single back in the second for Oregon Mountain. Kiss out of the stretch now. And a swing and a miss, 0-1 for Adas. And pickoff throw to first, almost no lead over at first from Romero. And Eldred held the tag there as the the base runner was getting up, make sure he kept his hand right on the bag. Kiss again will throw over to first, and runner will get back in time again, not a big lead. This time comes to the plate. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Rio Rivera in the on-deck circle. And it seems like he's okay. I would imagine David Maldonado got a chance to check him out in between innings, make sure no issues after he took that ground ball off his face. Another pickoff throw to first. I'm surprised I mean, he's really not taking much of a lead, so I don't know, kind of strange that he keeps throwing over, but obviously afraid of maybe with one out, a pick or a hit and run situation here. Pitch is going to miss outside. 1-2 now to Adas. The scoreboard person didn't notice that the home plate umpire was letting them know that there's 2 strikes, not 1. 1-2 the count. Still shows 1-1 on the scoreboard. And a swing and a miss and struck him out. Went chasing after that one a bit. 2 down, and Rio Rivera will come to the plate. He popped out to center field his first time up. Outside it misses, and it just skips away from Phillips a little bit. He'll throw out the second, throws a little bit high. Tupper was able to get to it, and as he came down, he tried to apply the tag, but not in time. And that, to me, is a pass ball. So Rivera now is a runner in scoring position. Lefty Rivera waiting from the lefty Kiss. And that's a one-hopper that's going to get to the backstop, and now the runner will advance to third. That time definitely was a wild pitch. And what seemed like it might be in a relatively routine inning has not been so now. And Rivera, with the base hit, can bring a run in. The 2-0. And he holds up on a check swing. The pitch is not a called strike. I guess it missed high. Seemed like that was right there, but I guess just above the belt. The 3-0. That's in there for a strike, 3-1. Runner on third and 2 out. Kiss working out of his full motion now. And the 3-1. Hits this in the air to center field. And McGinnis gets after it and makes the play. And the inning is over. So the Knights strand a runner at third. No hits, no runs, no errors. And we go to the bottom of the 4th inning, and Alamogordo maintains their 3-1 lead on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. The Tiger baseball on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
Join OFCU for America Saves. April 7th through the 11th. Vehicle purchases or non-OFC refinance vehicles as low as 4.99% APR with no payments for 90 days. Personal loans as low as 7.99% APR. Apply online at OteroFCU.org. Limited time offer, new purchases or non-OFC refinance loans. All loans are subject to credit approval. Not all will qualify for lowest rate. Other restrictions may apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
Your success is our success. We belong to you.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Eric Vasquez will lead things off for Alamogordo, bottom of 4. And the first pitch from Devin Goddesses is in there for a strike, 0-1. Vasquez grounded out to first in his first at-bat. And he will lift this in the air and in there for a base hit. Goes opposite field. And Vasquez with the base knock and gets the Tigers a base runner to begin the inning. And we'll bring up Aiden Tupper now. And we're going to see Estenson go out and talk to his pitcher. And if you're the Tigers on this side of the inning, keep your foot on the pedal. You just never know when you need those extra insurance runs. And that was something Alamogordo did well early in the season, was whenever they got base runners, they seemed to bring them in, especially guys in scoring position. And I think as the season has progressed, they haven't been able to execute quite as much as they wanted to in those spots, as the first pitch is a fastball that misses outside, 1-0. Tupper reached on an error in the second inning. Tupper swing and a miss, and the count evens up at 1-1. Just missing a little bit low as Goddesses, and it's 2-1. Showing bunt, brings it back. It's going to be a strike, and then a overthrow by the catcher, Estenson, will go all the way into the outfield and will allow Vasquez to move up to second. And if that throw was on the mark, they might have been able to get Vasquez there, but unfortunately, unable to do so. So I think we're 2-2. I know the scoreboard went 3-1, but I believe it was a called strike. Yeah, 2-2. Swing and a miss, and that is strike 3. So it'll be Jaden Ruiz, who's 1 for 2. Inside the park home run, RBI. A run score, did it all by himself to lead off the game. Part of that 2-run lead for the Tigers. Base hit here, and he might be able to bring in Vasquez from second. Low and outside, another big wind gust blowing across the field. Very rarely can actually hear I'm pretty well protected in the press box here, unlike over at softball. Can actually hear the wind coming in the window. Pickoff throw to first, and the shortstop Venegas thought that he got him, but looked like Vasquez got his hand in there before the tag. It was close. Good pickoff throw from Goddesses, and well done all around defensively as that misses high. 2-0 now to Ruiz. We're at the bottom of the fourth inning. Alamogordo's leading 3-1 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard on a Well, now it's kind of turned into sort of a chilly night with the winds. This is fouled off and out of play. 2-1. Now, talked about the rest of the season for the Tigers, and I sort of feel like to make the postseason, they probably need to, at minimum, get to 8-7 in districts. Swing and a miss, 2-2 for Ruiz. And so if they get a win tonight, you've got 9 games remaining, and you're probably going to need to take 2 out of 3 of Las Cruces and Mayfield and then sweep Gadsden, or at least got to get a sweep somewhere in there as Ruiz spoils that and fouls it off. Late offering, but he got a piece of it to keep the at-bat alive. So, yeah, I mean, it's doable, but like next week, which I think is Mayfield, they've got to play 2 in Cruces. So we'll see. And this is in the air to center field, but should be catchable, and it is for Ponce. That's some decent contact from Ruiz, but it is the second out of the inning. Ryan Macklin will come to the plate. Strikeout, line out in his 2 tries. Made some good contact on the line out to left field in his most at bat. The pitch from Goddesses, a breaking ball that doesn't drop into the zone. 1-0. And Macklin steps back in. Here's the pitch. Watches that all the way in and drops low. 2-0. And Goddesses wants a different baseball. Runner on second with 2 down for the Tigers. And 2-0 the count here to Macklin. And a foul off. 2-1. And that baseball is, I guess we don't want to use that one now. Fouled off towards where Kiss is standing, and he tossed it over the Oregon Mountain dugout. So, I don't know. 2-1. High pop-up, and should stay on the infield. And the pitcher, Goddesses, will get it from just behind the mound, and the inning is over. So the Tigers pick up a single from Eric Vasquez. He gets stranded at second. There are no errors and no runs, and we are still 3-1 after 4 complete innings on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. You're listening to Tiger Baseball on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
Hi, this is Deborah Romero, President and CEO of First National Bank. We take great pride in our Tiger student athletes. We wish them all the best and cheer them on as they compete this season. We recognize these outstanding athletes for their commitment on the track, court, and field. Their dedication is inspiring, and we celebrate their hard work and sportsmanship. Join us in supporting our Tigers. First National Bank has been your hometown community bank since 1956, proudly cheering on the Alamogordo Tigers every step of the way. Go Tigers!
Member FDIC.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit, whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief. We can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
Join the fantastic team at Ochoa Stucco. Full-time positions, on-the-job training, and competitive pay. Start a career in construction. Message Ochoa Stucco on Facebook or call 575-442-6745 to schedule an interview.
Join Stand Up to Cancer and Jazz Pharmaceuticals to raise awareness of small cell lung cancer and accelerate the pace of research. Ask your healthcare provider about screening options that might be right for you or a loved one. Visit standuptocancer.org/lung to learn more.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. As we go to the top of the fifth inning, and it's 0-2 the count here to Evan De Leon. And that is going to drop low, 1-2. Didn't miss by much. 7, 8, 9 in the order here for the Knights. And this is hit towards right center field. McGinnis trying to make a diving grab, but unable to get there. And then trying to extend it into a double. What good hustle there from De Leon. As he did not stop. It was one of those where he was running the whole way hard. And unfortunately, the backup there from Ruiz just, I don't want to say didn't get there quick enough, but good effort from McGinnis. And here comes the first pitch and a fastball that's in there for a strike to Jesus Garibay. Sebastian Escapita in the on-deck circle as well. And again, trying to spot that fastball on the outside. That must have missed low. I don't know. It seemed like that was right there on the plate, but Tigers leading 3-1, top of 5. And the Knights have a runner in scoring position right off the bat here to begin the inning. That's in there for a strike. 1-2. This one hit in the air to the third baseman, and boy, initially off the bat, I thought that one was going to go a little bit farther. I think the wind caught that pretty good. And one down. Initial thought that was going to be kind of into shallow left field and was going to be difficult for anybody to get to, and man, it just hit a wall. So it's one down. Pitch missed a little bit high, 1-0 to Escapita. The 1-0. Fouled off and out of play, 1-1. The Tigers with a run in the first, 2 in the third, and the Knights with their one run back in the second inning. Game that's moved on at a pretty good clip here. We're already about halfway through in just about an hour. The 1-1. And again fouled off by Escapita. And it's 1-2. Swing and a miss and a strikeout for Kiss. That'll be 5 strikeouts now for Cade. And has bounced back nicely after giving up the double. And Ray Ponce will come to the plate. Try to avoid leaving that runner in scoring position. Kiss works out of the stretch. A couple of checkbacks to second. And he'll spin back towards the bag. And he'll deflect away from Tupper, but not far. And De Leon will get into the bag safely. Top of the fifth inning with 2 outs and a runner on second. Still waiting for the first pitch here to Ponce, who's the leadoff hitter in the lineup for the Knights. And he'll get a small piece of this to the backstop. And the count is 0-1. Here's the pitch from Kiss. Go all the way to the backstop. Not much that Phillips could do with that. And don't want another one of those. It's 1-1 the count now. And the wind continues to whip in from the third base line, blowing in, or kind of maybe a little bit further of an angle than that, but didn't think that was going to be a thing tonight. The 1-1 in the dirt, 2-1. Well, an Oregon Mountain lineup that hit the ball around the park pretty good in game one. Hasn't been quite as successful. They've hit the ball well in game two, but and this is high, 3-1. And Kiss is going to want a new baseball now. That one's no good. The thing that I always love about that is the umpire puts it right back. He puts it right back in one of his bags there. Here comes the 3-1. Swing and a miss, 3-2, as he's able to rip the fastball by him. And a runner on third and a 3-2 count. 2 outs. Here comes the pitch from Kiss. He'll miss high, and he loses the runner. So it'll be a walk and runners in the corners now. And it'll bring up Eric Gomez, who's 0 for 2, a couple of ground outs. For the Tigers, the smart thing here is just if he wants to try to steal second, don't play the game of trying to throw it out there or anything. Just let it go. Focus on the man at the plate. Because I'm going to bet Ponce is running here. See if we get a pickoff throw. No. Runner does not go. It's in the dirt, and Phillips able to scoop that up cleanly. 1-0. Runner goes, and this is hit in the air up the line, but well foul on the first base side, and the count will be 1-1. Tell you what, Ponce got a great jump. He was going to be into second, so I'd have made it the decision easily for Phillips, because even if that gets to him, I don't think he's got any chance to get him out at second. So, and I mean, for Kiss, even you even bother trying to pick off throw, there could always be a mistake there as well. And this is in the dirt, and it's going to bounce away from Phillips. Phillips gets to it and tags him, and he gets him. What a play by Ethan Phillips to get to that. Kiss did a great job of getting to the plate in time, and the inning is over on a tag out at home plate on what was a wild pitch, as De Leon is tagged out for the third out of the inning. Heck of a play all around there for the Tigers on what started off as a miscue, turns into the end of the inning. We go to the bottom of the fifth on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. Tigers 3, Knights 1. You're listening to Tiger Baseball on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
Join OFCU for America Saves. April 7th through the 11th. Vehicle purchases or non-OFC refinance vehicles as low as 4.99% APR with no payments for 90 days. Personal loans as low as 7.99% APR. While online at OteroFCU.org. Limited time offer, new purchases or non-OFC refinance loans. All loans are subject to credit approval. Not all will qualify for lowest rate. Other restrictions may apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
Your success is our success. We belong to you.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Hi, this is Deborah Romero, President and CEO of First National Bank. Did you know that this week is Community Banking Week? Community banks are so much more than just a bank in a community. We are bankers that believe in you. We offer favorable rates and low fees. We are the volunteers that step up to help at local schools, youth sports, and non-for-profit organizations. Community bankers support the community where we all live, work, and play.
First National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. All loans are subject to credit approval.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. Counts 0-2 here to Kate Kiss as we're in the bottom of the fifth inning. The first pitch was a called strike, second one a swing and a miss. Kiss is 0 for 1 with a walk. The 0-2 well outside. 1-2. And a breaking ball called, strike 3, as he backdoors that in. And Kiss stood in the batter's box for a little bit. Now we'll walk back to the dugout. That was a pretty good pitch from Garces. Might have been a touch low, but if it was barely, and I can understand the punch out. Had good movement and came right across the heart of the plate as Garces into his motion. And actually, you know what? I think we've got a different pitcher in there, don't we? Yeah, no, it's Escapita that's in there. And this is fouled off and out of play. 0-1 the count. So I think this is the first inning that Escapita's worked. Fairly certain it was Garces in the last inning. And that's in there for a strike. 0-2. Into the windup. And the pitch. And another breaking ball called, strike 3. And he punches him out for the second. So that slider, that's some good stuff there from Sebastian Escapita. He struck out the side, I believe, to finish out the last game against the Tigers. But, man, that's got some nasty movement on it. Kellen Wall comes up double, triple so far for him. And missing outside on this pitch is Escapita, 1-0. 2 outs, bottom of 5. Tigers in front, 3-1. And a big swing and a miss from Wall. Comes up empty, 1-1. Don't have any Tiger tennis updates for you guys. They were still playing when I checked in with Coach Montoya a little while ago. And a swing and a miss, and it's 1-2 now. Wall falls behind in the count. McGinnis in the on-deck circle if Wall is able to get on here. And Escapita into his motion. Here's the pitch. And a ground ball. That'll be a little bit of trouble at second base, but recovering and tossing it on to first in time. I believe that is Garces that made that play over there. Wait and see as he's running in. If I've got the right number there. They made some changes prior to all of that, but that was a good recovery. Check that. No, it's number 6, Osvaldo Ares. So nice work there from him, and the inning is over. And we're going top of 6 already. The Tigers in front 3-1. Cade Kiss continues to keep the Knights bats at bay. We'll see if he can do that going to the top of the 6th inning. We'll be right back.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the games!
Transform your home with Ochoa Stucco. Whether it's a fresh look or a durable finish, their expert team delivers quality and style. Say goodbye to bland exteriors and hello to stunning curb appeal. Ochoa Stucco, always a flawless finish. 442-6745.
If only life had a remote control, you could pause or rewind. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. Take the 1-minute risk test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 12:30, 101.9. First pitch from Cade Kiss is in for a strike, 3-1. As this is high in the air and is in shallow right field, and running on and making the grab is Jaden Ruiz. And there's one out as Eric Gomez pops out to lead off the inning. And it'll bring up Alex Venegas now. One down, Venegas, who has struck out and grounded out, getting his next try. As the pitch misses high, 1-0. This is hit really well to center field. McGinnis able to get back there, and did he make the grab? He did. Wow. Couldn't quite tell. He was kind of spinning around left and right, and eventually he's able to reel it in. That was really well hit from Venegas. He tattooed that, and I thought it was going to get over McGinnis's head, but he managed to recover and picks up the second out of the inning. So 2 quick outs, and it'll bring up Sean Estenson, who has been on twice today, walking a double. And that's down and in on the Oregon Mountain cleanup hitter. 3-1 Tigers, top of 6. And that's in there for a strike. 1-1 the count. The pitch. And this is hit high in the air to left field. Macklin played back first, and then the ball ends up dropping in front of him. That's the way that he played it initially, I think was the right way, but because of the wind, I think it carried a little bit forward there. Ends up being a single. Another time on base for Estenson, and now Osvaldo Adas single and an RBI in the second, and struck out in his last at-bat. And keep that in front of him. And the count is 1-0. And this is hit up the first base line. It's going to be in foul territory. Long run there for Ruiz. He won't get there, and it'll be a long strike number 1. And here comes the 1-1. And this one, again, fouled off of the first base side, a little more lawn drive. But 1-2. Tigers trying to get this one to the bottom of the 6th with a 2-run lead. Just looking for some insurance runs, but got to finish things off here. Runner on first with 2 outs and a 1-2 count. Kiss from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and struck him out. Kind of like there was a look from Kiss over towards the Oregon Mountain dugout there. I may be wrong, but that's what it looked like from up here. I don't know if there was some chatter going on or what was the deal, but we're going to the bottom of the 6th inning, and it is Alamogordo 3 and Oregon Mountain 1. You're listening to Tiger Baseball here on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
Join OFCU for America Saves. April 7th through the 11th. Vehicle purchases or non-OFC refinance vehicles as low as 4.99% APR with no payments for 90 days. Personal loans as low as 7.99% APR. Apply online at OteroFCU.org. Limited time offer, new purchases or non-OFC refinance loans. All loans are subject to credit approval. Not all will qualify for lowest rate. Other restrictions may apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
Your success is our success. We belong to you.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Hi, this is Deborah Romero, President and CEO of First National Bank. We take great pride in our Tiger student athletes. We wish them all the best and cheer them on as they compete this season. We recognize these outstanding athletes for their commitment on the track, court, and field. Their dedication is inspiring, and we celebrate their hard work and sportsmanship. Join us in supporting our Tigers. First National Bank has been your hometown community bank since 1956, proudly cheering on the Alamogordo Tigers every step of the way. Go Tigers!
Member FDIC.
And 3 really nasty pitches to strike out Aiden McGinnis to lead off the inning for the Knights. Sebastian Escapita has been very good when he's been out there. I'm most surprised they didn't have him start the second game. Of course, I don't know what his pitch count. Maybe he pitched a little bit on Monday as well, so they may have to be playing around with pitch count in regards to that. But he has been very tough for the Tigers to figure here. And when he's been out there, pitch misses low, 1-0. And a breaking ball that's going to hit Williams. It just never broke there for Escapito. That slider has been wicked this game. That's the first time I've seen him not hit his spot on it. And so it puts a runner on first, and Eric Vasquez will come to the plate, single and a ground out in his 2 tries. And this is hard hit and foul at the first base line. 0-1. Well, the Tigers hoping for some insurance runs. Runner goes. Vasquez holds up. Throw is not in time. Pretty good throw from and I think it's going to be 1-1. And the Oregon Mountain coach coming out and saying that Vasquez went on the swing, but very quick conversation. Seems to be over, so it's a 1-1 count. And now Escapito will step off and reset himself. And a check swing, pitch misses outside. 2-1. And if you're the Tigers, you would just love another insurance run here. And Vasquez watch that miss outside. 3-1. And Escapita ready to go. Here's the pitch. Chopper to the right side. This will move the runner up. And they'll step on the bag and get the easy out. 3 unassisted. I think the second time. That's almost a mirror of the last time for Vasquez, now Aiden Tupper with a chance if he can get a base hit. Actually, he reached on an error earlier, strikeout in his other try. And here comes the pitch. That's a good breaking ball, and oof, surprised he didn't get the call there, 1-0. I think the umpire said up. The 1-0. That's in the dirt, and that's going to carry him away from the catcher, and the run will score, and the Tigers grab the extra run. So a hit by pitch, a stolen base, a ground out, and then a wild pitch. And the Tigers have a 4-1 lead. Swing and a miss from Tupper. And the count is 2-2. Gonna miss a little bit low, and the count 3-2 now. And a swing and a miss and struck him out. But now before the Tigers add on one insurance run, maybe that could be important. As we go to the top of the 7th inning, the Tigers in front 4-1. You're listening to Tiger Baseball on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
Join the fantastic team at Ochoa Stucco. Full-time positions, on-the-job training, and competitive pay. Start a career in construction. Message Ochoa Stucco on Facebook or call 575-442-6745 to schedule an interview.
I didn't ask to be thrown in the streets, but I did ask for help, and Covenant House was there for me.
For these kids who didn't ask to be put in this unthinkable situation, Covenant House is there. To learn more, go to safeplacetosleep.org today.
Join OFCU for America Saves. April 7th through the 11th. Vehicle purchases or non-OFC refinance vehicles as low as 4.99% APR with no payments for 90 days. Personal loans as low as 7.99% APR. While online at OteroFCU.org. Limited time offer, new purchases or non-OFC refinance loans. All loans are subject to credit approval. Not all will qualify for lowest rate. Other restrictions may apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
Your success is our success. We belong to you.
Kay Kiss already ahead in the count 0-2, and Ethan Phillips is sitting on his rear end at the moment. I don't know if I think he took that one off, maybe his foot on the foul off. Rio Rivera, who's popped out twice, is behind the count 0-2. Lefty versus lefty here. And this is hit over towards short, and overplaying it was Tupper, and it's going to fall in front of him, and the runner gets on. So he had gone back to go and get it, and it fell in front of him. And I tell you what, that both teams have had issues with fly balls in this game, and it hurt the Knights in the first inning. We'll see how much of an issue it is here for the Tigers, but I'd give a single to Rivera. I mean, same as I gave a double and inside the park home run, they're misplays. As Kiss winds and deals, and the pitch misses high. Now, this is important for the Tigers, if I remember right, against Centennial gave up a lead in the 7th inning and ended up dropping that one. So they've got to get their mindset right here and realize they can win this game. And that's going to hit him, and it's 1st and 2nd now. And I wonder if we're going to see a visit from the Tiger dugout. And Coach Winrow is going to come out and talk things over. So it's one of those for a team that's struggled recently. They've lost their last 8. 3 games against in the Artesia tournament. The 3 games to Centennial, and then dropped the first 2 to Oregon Mountain in this district series. And the tying run comes to the plate now. And it looks like it's Garces, who, he was not hitting earlier when he was pitching, so he comes in this spot now. And so that'll be a change. He hit the ball pretty well in the first game, didn't he? Well, had a single and a run scored, and then 0 for 4 after that. For the Knights, just keep on putting things in play. I think, honestly, from them, I look at maybe a bunt here. Oh, wait. The sprinklers are on in the outfield, y'all. At least one of them in center field. I wonder if they're going to turn that off. They're running over and getting to that. So we're on a little bit of a hold at the moment because the one in center field has come on. Can't tell if any of the others have. Yeah, I think there's one in right field, too, that's on. Yeah, it's all the outfield sprinklers. Or at least in center and right field. Somebody's working on it, I'm sure. I don't know who this is an advantage for here. A little bit of a slowdown after a misplay defensively and then a hit by pitch. I mean, both things have been. Well, now we got the groundskeeper's truck going out there. I wonder, are the controls for the sprinklers? I don't even understand where they're going. I'm guessing the controls for the sprinklers are out in the outfield. Well, that's interesting. Going out to the actual sprinkler. Oh, no, okay, I guess the controls are in the ground out in center field. Maybe the controls here close, because I think there are controls right near the dugout. I can't believe I'm talking about sprinklers as much as I am, so but it looks like they're off now. So I'm guessing the controls for it are maybe not working. And a little round of applause from at least one person in the crowd for the groundskeeper to go out there and take care of it. And he's also going to grab. There was something that had blown out into the outfield there, but. So I think we'll be ready to go here. But, yeah, I don't know, a little couple-minute stoppage. I don't know what who that helps here. Maybe nobody. It may just be a big fat nothing, to be honest. All right. We're waiting for the truck to get off the field before we get started again. As he's working his way around the first base bullpen line here on the near side. And looks like we're good to go. Okay, so we're ready to go now. Here's the situation. Nobody out. Runners on first and second. The tying run is at the plate for Oregon Mountain in a 4-1 ball game. And here's the pitch from Kiss. And he rockets a fastball right down there for a strike, 0-1. Oregon Mountain coach in the third base box thought that was not in the zone. And this is sent right to second base, and Wall is able to snag it. The runners did not get too far away from the bag. Kellen's been busy today and able to get to that, and there's one down. So it'll bring up Escapita to the plate now. Tigers trying to break through and snap a tough skid for themselves. As this is fouled off, 0-1. Hang on to your kiss. You're probably a little fatigued at this point. You've gone the distance for the Tigers. It's been a relatively drama-free game for him. But certainly the tension up a bit now, as this is going to be popped up and out of play up the first base side. Tigers will give some chase, but nobody going to be able to get to that, and Kiss is ahead in the count 0-2. Kiss from the stretch and misses outside, 1-2. Couldn't get Escapita to chase. But a good waste pitch. Top of 7, 4-1, Tigers in front. The pitch. Again outside. And now 2-2. Top of the order with Ray Ponce due up next. Kiss from the belt. Here's the pitch. And a little chopper in front of the mound. Oh, in trouble for Kiss. He'll try to backhand it to first, and he did not get it there in time. And that was just tough. And the bases are loaded here with one out. For the Tigers, I think you still keep double play depth. You'll give up a run for a double. I mean, it wouldn't be a run. It's one out, so that would end the game. But you do have a force at any base. And Ponce will come to the plate. Infield single for Escapita. And the tying run is at first. And that fastball misses a little bit high. 1-0. There's the pitch. And that'll get to the backstop. It takes a big carom. So that was well done by the Knights to not try to score on that. 2-0. Because that bounced almost right back to Phillips behind home plate. He really didn't even have to leave the circle of dirt that surrounds home plate. Tigers trying to close out this game. They've still got a 3-run lead. And that'll miss down and in, 3-3. And so Phillips going to go and talk to Kiss. Well, you wonder if it would be Williams that they would think about going to again. Maybe Eldred if they need to take Kiss out of the game. The 3-0. And it's going to be a walk. And the run will score. No interest in bringing a different pitcher in there, so it'll be 4-2 now. Still a 2-run lead for the Tigers. Wondered if that one run the last inning would make a difference. This is hard hit up the first base line, and I believe it is foul. Yes, it is. Foul ball. That was well struck by Eric Gomez, but it could not stay in inside that first base line. Ruiz gave a good chase after it. I thought maybe he was going to get to it. Here comes the 0-1. Outside, count evens up. 4-2, the Tigers in front, top of 7. The 1-1 pitch. And this is in the air to right field. Ruiz not able to get to it all the way out to the wall. And 2 runs will score, and we're tied. And they're going to try to score the 3rd run, and they will. Knights in front, 5-4. And Kiss was a little worse for wear after he got up from trying to dive and get the tag there at home plate. And so the Tigers give up 4 runs in the top of the 7th inning and trail 5-4. 3 RBI triple from Eric Gomez. And I'll bring up Alex Venegas now. And it certainly started with some self-inflicted wounds from the Tigers. Should have had a first out on... this one's hit in the air to center field. This could bring in another run. As McGinnis catches it, here comes the throw. And it is... Well, they're going to get him at home plate. So Phillips tagged him out. Oregon Mountain felt like they got there in time. But the Oregon Mountain coach unhappy with the call, and certainly some of the Oregon Mountain fans are as well. It was bang, bang. And so the Tigers will be behind 5-4 going to the bottom of the 7th inning. That was a great throw from McGinnis and a bang, bang play at home plate. And we will go to the bottom half and see if the Tigers can rally. But the Knights grabbed the lead after the Tigers had done such a great job throughout the entire game. But unfortunately, top of the 7th, and the Knights were able to take the lead 5-4. We'll be right back.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Top of the order for the Tigers as they've got to try to rally here, down 5-4 as we go to the bottom of the 7th. And it'll be Ruiz, Macklin, and Kiss. Escapita will stay, and here's a bunt attempt, and Escapita is going to get to that pretty easily, toss it on to first for 1 out. And I'll bring up Macklin. Macklin, a strikeout, a couple of lineouts. Now, this, I don't know if it'll be as tough as the Centennial loss last week, but it'll be pretty close, I think. The Tigers can't find a way here in the home half of the 7th. And unfortunately, a team that is just, this has kind of been what's been happening to them in some games recently. And when you're on a stretch like they are, hard to break out of it. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Into the wind and the pitch. That'll just miss, 1-1. A very good slider again, 1-2. Base is empty, bottom of 7. Tigers trailing 5-4. First time they've trailed all night. Swing and a miss, and Macklin strikes out. And there's 2 down. And so to bring up Cade Kiss, who walked in the first, a ground out and a strikeout as he comes to the plate. And you feel bad for those guys, but yeah, kind of, you just felt like when the misplay over at short, you almost felt like a little bit that, even the Tigers, it was a slump of the shoulders a little bit, and Kiss will watch that first one miss a little bit high, 1-0. The pitch from Escapita. And this is fouled off, and 1-1. How to play is Tiger pitcher will step back in. And again fouls it off, and it's 1-2 now. The Tigers down to their last strike. And here comes the 1-2. Couldn't get the call on the outside corner, and it's 2-2. Looked like that was off the plate. Of course, the Oregon Mountain bench and fans wanted it. The 2-2. And he'll hit this to second. Nice grab over there at second. Toss on to first. And the Knights come away with the victory over the Tigers 5-4. We'll come back and wrap it up on the Otero Federal Credit Union postgame show. You're listening to Tiger Baseball on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
Is your loyalty to a big out-of-town bank or credit union costing you more than it should? When it comes to buying a home for your family, not all mortgage loans are the same. This is Deborah Romero, president of First National Bank. First National Bank is committed to showing you how you can save money by shopping for your next mortgage loan. Compare and save. We offer affordable mortgage options, including conventional, VA, FHA, first-time home buyers, or our home equity line of credit. Come visit with us today.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender, all loans subject to credit approval.
The Winner's Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winner's Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winner's Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
Looking to transform your home's exterior? Meet Rudy Ochoa. With years of experience in stucco, Rudy and his crew deliver quality craftsmanship and stunning flawless finishes. 575-442-6745.
We are the Veterans Health Administration, and our hands provide life-changing care to over 9 million veterans across more than 1,200 facilities nationwide. Join hands with us to make an impact in your community. Learn more at vacareers.va.gov.
Join OFCU for America Saves. April 7th through the 11th. Vehicle purchases or non-OFC refinance vehicles as low as 4.99% APR with no payments for 90 days. Personal loans as low as 7.99% APR. While online at OteroFCU.org. Limited time offer, new purchases or non-OFC refinance loans. All loans are subject to credit approval. Not all will qualify for lowest rate. Other restrictions may apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
Your success is our success. We belong to you.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. The Tigers fall to the Oregon Mountain Knights. Final score 5-4. Heartbreaking loss. They give up 4 runs in the top of the 7th inning after holding Oregon Mountain to just 1 run over 6 innings. And unfortunately drop their 9th consecutive game. 0-6 in district now, 7-10 overall. And we'll try to bounce back next week against Mayfield. They'll do that on Monday. Tigers, let's see, got an RBI triple from Kellen Wall. He was 2 for 3 with a double and a triple. And RBI single for Aiden McGinnis. Inside the park home run from Jaden Ruiz early in the game. A wild pitch Brandon Williams scored on in the 6th inning. And let's see, outside of that, Eric Vasquez went 1 for 3 with a single. And Preston Eldred 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. Cade Kiss was 0 for 3 with a walk today. Kiss pitched wonderfully through 6 innings. Unfortunately, that last inning is where it all broke apart for him. He goes a misplay at short that allowed a single to go on. Then it was, I think it was a hit by pitch. And a line out, then a walk, a single brought in 1 run. Oh, wait, you know what? I'm looking at the wrong sheet here. Never mind. Sorry, y'all. Single hit by pitch, a line out, and then it was a single that loaded the bases. A walk brought 1 run in, and then Eric Gomez hit a triple that cleared the bases. And that was all she wrote. So Tigers will try to get it going again next week. We'll see if they can make it happen. Oregon Mountain stays undefeated in district, so they're now 6-0 overall in district play. Thanks for tuning in to the Otero Federal Credit Union postgame show. We'll be back on the air again with Tiger Baseball on Monday, 5 o'clock start time against Mayfield. We hope that you will tune in then. And for all of us here at Exciter Media, we hope you have a great rest of your Thursday. We'll recap all the time at 4 p.m., so tune in with us then. We hope you on 12:30 a.m. and 101.9 FM. Have a great night, everybody, and we will talk to you on Friday.
No roadblocks are scheduled today on Highway 70, 54 South, or 380. For the latest roadblock information, call 575-678-1178. Tonight's forecast is calling for mostly clear skies, and Alamogordo expect an overnight low of 55. Cloudcroft in the mountain areas, a low of 38. For tomorrow, we're looking at sunny skies, mostly clear tomorrow night. Alamogordo tomorrow, high of 89, low of 58. For Cloudcroft tomorrow, high of 72 and an overnight low of 44.